So looking at the S&P 500, the S&P 500 right now is gradually moving to this area. And if you look at the current news, JD Vance went to Pakistan to actually had a peace talk. Fortunately, the peace talk didn't go well. One of the key things they talked about is the nuclear, and that is the purpose why they started the war. And that is what Iran actually said they are not going down. They are not going to hand over their nuclear equipment to US, and that was why the negotiation is stamped failed. You get the point, it's stamped failed. And because of that, in today's video, I want us to look at the defense stocks because that is where liquidity will actually be going to. And one beautiful thing, if you want to make money in this space, is to actually know where money is going to and position yourself in that sector early. And that is why, and some of the stocks I'll be mentioning, fundamentally, they are not too sound, but because of the hype, and if you understand, okay, I'll share some light on how the war is going. Right now, Trump has decided to use what you need to understand some strategy. The strategy that Iran is using, Trump is currently using the same strategy on them. So they block the Strait of Hormuz. Currently, Trump announces blockade after peace talks fail. So he wants to block everybody from passing because what the Iranians were doing is they allow some other countries' ship to pass through the Strait of Hormuz, like that of Russia and China and the likes. But they stopped any ones that Europe, US, like that. So that is the major challenge right now. So Trump announces that he's going to be blocking it. And I saw a video. I was searching for it to do it. A video that they were communicating. I think this is it. They were communicating with the US not to move. If they move, that they're going to actually hit them. Okay, this is for JD Vance that they are going to hit them, and they didn't stop. They didn't stop. So Trump has warned that he's going to take away those small ship, those small boats, that if they move close to their assets, which is their warship. So because of that, we need to pay attention because for the peace talk for the negotiation to fail, of course, every ceasefire, the first meeting always will not go well. Everybody will go back to their home and do some stuff. So blocking these now might now weaken the Iranians and say, okay, let's negotiate, or they might hold their ground and US might decide to get angry and act. And now, okay, let's just look at another news. The thing is very interesting. Iran war update. Trump says US to block almost ahead. That's the next step when the ceasefire fail. Because currently, if you realize right now, is a bad decision, but is a necessary decision, or has. And the Iran is gradually noticing that it's like they are now coming, because it's like US is not what it is right now. You get the point. So they just and they don't want to humiliate themselves. And Trump has started. If Trump can rewind the hands of time, or the can rewind his clock back to, I think, is it February 28th or so. In fact, maybe he will just ignore the war. You understand? Maybe. Yeah, maybe just it's like fighting. It's like when elder brother is fighting the last one. Of course, it can be the last one, but that one not letting rest. He might go and carry his clothes, pour it inside rough place, pour you water. Anywhere is going to throw stone at that kind of stuff, and you just say, "Why I just go enter this kind of stress like this?" So if you look at this, China, because if US decide to block the Strait of Hormuz, which they are currently doing, it's going to affect China because what they are saying is let all of us feel the heat. Yes. So China seeks unimpeded access via Strait of Hormuz as US move to block waterway. So this can lead to what we don't pray for. So it might escalate. You understand? Because come to look of how things are currently happening. So with China now, the standstill. So if China is down and Russia. So the scarcity will be too high and too strong. You understand? And the price of oil might hit 150, as a lot of analysts has actually predicted. So this whole thing is going to last long. We just crossed 1 month. We're going to 2 months right now. So you never can tell where it's going to lead to. But the way things are unfolding gradually, I think it's going to take some time, because after a while, they will now go back to another peace talk and another peace talk. So Trump blockade threatens piracy and risks outright war against China. You get the point. And if you're looking at, of course, the whole world believe China might be the next power except China. You understand? I'm not sure if they believe they can become the world power, but the whole world are saying China, and of course, America will not want because America had Venezuela oil. Yes. So the issue is not the oil, because they actually had oil, and I think they are even selling and making money from it. So the main issue is the nuclear. So they don't want, and if if it ended a way, if this whole conversation ended in a way that they now allow Iran to have nuclear, definitely Iran is becoming a superpower. So it is that, there are some decisions you take and the thing is cascading, like it's becoming an issue, but you cannot just back down. I don't want anybody to say you are weak. You understand? So that's what. But we'll continue to monitor the global space and see what is going to happen in the market. So if you've watched my previous video, I actually gave a particular stock, and I want to draw your attention just in case you watched the other video and you took part in the call. Right now, you can see this was the exact area I gave you that call here, and I said you can get it below 120, or if it comes down, you understand. So 120. Let me just give you an hint. If you want to go into a stock, don't think you get the stock cheaper, and if you buy the stock and the stock now pull back, don't feel anything. It's all about strategy. Now, when I did the analysis of this stock, is around, I think, 118, 119. You understand? That's the price then. So around that area, if the market open or you even place a order, you just add 1 or 2 naira. Sorry, $1 or $2. I beg your pardon. So you just add $1 or $2. So you place your buy order at $121. And if you do that, you'll be entering around this area. Yeah. Let's look at that price. You'll be entering at this, yes, 121. That's when you'll be entering. And now you can see the price now. The price is 147. So at 147, you are making 20%. I don't know your goal, your target for the market, but for me, I think 20% is fine. But you can see it has potential to cross all these targets that I've given. That's why I drop a post this afternoon to let you know that the trade is going as planned. Yes, it's going as planned. So you can see first take profit area. Of course, the take profit was around this place if you check the previous chart, which is 132. So 132, I'm looking at 10%. So that's first TP. Second TP now is around 160. So we might hit second TP today when the market open. You understand? We might hit it today. So third TP, if we can break this area also, third TP is around this area. And then probably we'll print another new all-time high. So credit will be going for 300. So I'm just bringing these because I think I took my time to do proper analysis and explain, and that is why this one we're going to look at today, I gave you guys insight already that some of them don't have sound fundamentals, unlike Credo. You know how we look at the Q1, Q2, Q3, we look at the earnings, you see the earnings per share growing steadily, their revenue, they're killing it, making like good millions of dollars. You get the point. So this is one, and also I think I dropped this last week. So probably maybe this weekend I will drop another one like this. If I can be giving you one per week, I think in a month you have 4, and then that might just be what you need to make money for the. So let's go for the stocks. One of the stock is Ava. It's Ava. This is it here. So it's environment. So let's look at it. So you can see, look at the current chart right now. Like I said, I don't want this color to be confusing you, or this particular blue is your normal red. You understand? So the black is the green. So the black shows that the price is about to shoot up. So I'm bringing this early. Of course, such play like this, it's because we've anticipate all that is going on. So before the next ceasefire meeting might come up, maybe to be like maybe next month, um, after the whole noise in the market. So maybe next month, that is when the next meeting is going to come up. So let's extend this. So let's extend this to this part. So you can see this was a pure rejection area, which was actually broken and formed support. And right now, all this happened. It was support in 2025 June, and then the rejection was February. Yes, it was February, and so far we've seen the movement around this area. But right now, what we are seeing is we are seeing another is touching this support area again. So you can see last time it got to this part and moved to 410, then it pulled back to this area in December 2025, then it pulls up again to this area in January. You can see January here. So it moved down to this area. So currently, I think it's gaining momentum because of the industry that it's playing in. So let's look at the weekly chart. The weekly chart we let us know for those who are considering. So this area would have been another cool support area here, but it was not able to withstand the volume around this area. So a lot of people were dumping it. So that's why I fell off to this area. So this was another cool area. But anyway, if there's any news, if there's any peace talk, of course, it might come down to this area. But like I said, we might be having the next meet next month, and that we also bring the price down. But so far, for now, I think it's a good it's a good time to actually take some interesting position. So on the weekly, you will not see this upward move. You can see post market, it has started moving gradually. For today, it gains 8.16%. So if we look at the this company right now, you see this company they produce components. So you can see cutting edge innovation with deep domain expertise, multiple decades of battle proven experience to deliver integrated capabilities that meet evolving demands of today's, we execute with urgency, engineer with precision, and these days. So these are, you can see, these are equipment. Autonomous system is what they do, and they also loitering ammunition. That's munition. Then we have CUAS, we have space, we have EW, we have cyber. So we have unmanned maritime, AI, and ML. We have ground control solution. So you can see high altitude. So, and if you look at what is going on, these are the stuff that is going. In fact, some countries have they've actually fired more than 2,000 missiles. So imagine the materials, imagine the workforce and all that. So this is what these guys are involved. You understand? So this is what they do. So if we want to look at the financial information to see what, so this for 2025. So who we are, so the future of defense. So these are AVs. Let's come back here and let's put AV and see. Okay. Just just want to be sure if we are actually looking at the right okay, AVS. So let's to be sure. So these are some informations you might be interested in. Autonomous system, so you can see what these guys are doing. Flying drone, so flying drone, precision strike. You can see one way attack. you can. I don't know if you understand the kind of play I'm bringing to your doorstep, so that somebody will say, Investor Joe, when you start a new channel, that's how you used to give us. So take advantage of it is very, very key. So that you can make they have maritime solution. You can see these are underground robots. You understand? These are underground robots. So they have what's the name of this one? So they have unscrew ground vehicles. So they have okay, this one also is drone, space and cyber. You can see these are some of those machines that you use to detect missiles. You understand when they are coming, then you now give direction or you give instruction to the anti-aircraft or air defense system, and then I will start shooting. You can see direct energy solutions. You can see scaling for speed of mission. So let me not bore you guys with all of this information. I know you just want to make money. You don't need all this information. But anyway, I just thought of showing you this. So we quickly move to the financial statement. You will see that their revenue actually dropped. You can see net income. Sorry, their revenue went up, but the net income actually went down. You can see 156 million down. So that's why I said it is not a company when you look at the company is not making massive money when you look at the fundamentals, but technically and what is going on, I think is a good one to pay attention. Revenue jumped, expenses also moved. The net income you see came down, and net margin came down, but earnings per share actually grew 113%. EBITDA also grew. And if you look at the balance sheet, also, I think they are good to go because their asset is more than their liability, which is what you want to see in a company. And looking at total asset, liabilities, and all that. Then looking at the cash flow also, and the cash flow, oh, the cash flow is just red. But I told you guys in early, you understand? So, despite that, it has gained 14%, and you're coming at the right time. You're coming at the right time. So, we've talked about this. We've talked about this. So the next one I want to show you guys is Ketus. Ketus is the next one I want to show you guys. Let's come here and put it Ketus. Ketus. So these are the defense stocks I think you should be having in your portfolio. So these has done some sharp movement here before pulling back. So let me just this is the last thread. So let's okay. So imagine this kind of chart that I'm drawing now. This is a simple chart for you to just understand what I'm doing. So imagine this chart. Somebody will now said he's waiting for it to come 66. I don't know how people trade. You're waiting 66 when you're saying this. Okay. I think we are the weekly chart. Let's quickly jump to the daily chart so that we can see and the pure. We can see. I told you that this black is green, so it went up. You see, support went up, came back again, and this is another good entry. 71, 73, 74. If you're interested in making some money, I think you should consider it, because let's take measurement and see if you are entering around this area. Yeah, if you are entering around this area and you ride it to this part, you've made 30%. And if you cross this area to this part, you've made 40%. And if adventure, like I said, the old things linger and all that, you'll be looking at 80%. So if you know how much you'll be able to gain in a particular stock, and you will not be here and say you are waiting for it to be 65. 65. Okay. So let's look at that of Ketus. Ketus is a defense and security solution. So we have to pick all these because of what is currently going on. So for these, you can see their revenue up, expenses up, net income up 51% year on year. Net profit margin also 23%, earnings per share 38%, EBITDA 68%. So you can see this one is making sense. This one is making sense, right? So you can see also the cash flow, also total assets is more than liability. Then so when you come to cash flow also, net income 51%, which is the 5.90 here. So I have a course called Stock for Tornado. So that will help you to understand all these numbers very well. So looking at it, though cash flow is negative, but still, I think is a company to put an eye on. Looking at their books, and if we quickly jump to their investors relation, if you come to financial information, we're able to see some information about the company. So let's look at form. Thank you. Let's look at annual report. So in annual report they put a lot of things. We just look for if we can get the numbers. If you can get the numbers. But of course, I've shown you guys the numbers from Google Finance. But this is just cool because it's mainly coming from the the company. So I hope adding value, and I hope you're learning from what we are doing. And because from next week, I want to get your testimony, see your comment that you're making money. Because that's the whole business of stock trading. You need to be making money. You need to be making money. And if you want to hold for long, of course, some of the stocks I'm giving you more details so that you can actually decide if you want to hold for long. But plays like this, you don't want to hold for long because, of course, you don't want the war to, to continue. So we have service, we have product sales. So you can see for 2024, 400 and I think this should be is this in millions? Okay, it's in millions. Fantastic. So from 416 million that they made in 2024, they made 460 in 2025, which is a good one. So 10% up, 32% up, and total government solution. So you can see everything here, 21% on man service. So total revenue so far, they made 1.1 billion. Why for 2025 they made 1.3 billion, and that is 18%. So if we go deeper, we'll look at what they are currently doing this year based on the first, based on Q1 and Q2. We'll get that information. So this is fourth quarter. Let's latest annual report. Let's look at 10K. Oh, I've seen one. Oh. I've seen one. Yes, this is it. Filing date, okay, form. So these are some informations. This is April 2nd. Let's see the information. So not all of them are for, some of them are just like company making some nice announcement, or maybe they want to take decision and they want you to vote to rectify the selection of Deloitte and this, so like AGM stuff like that. So quarterly earnings, so fantastic, 2025. So I think this is Q4, this is Q1, 2025, 25. Okay, I think they are yet to release that of 2026. Okay, I'm seeing something here. Statement of changes, statement of benefits. Okay, so they are yet to release their 2026 Q1. So I think by the time they release it, we'll be able to know what's up. So I've given you guys um two different stocks to actually watch, to actually put on your watch list for this week as things unfold in the Strait of Hormuz. So we've given you guys Avav and I give you guys Crotus. So let's see if I'll just add one as a gift for watching and also for subscribing to my YouTube channel. So I think Astro is another one, but it's actually high. You see, you can see the movement. So that's why I brought it last. I'm not saying you should buy these, but just watch it and see how the growth we actually move for this particular one. So we also have some interesting defense stock also, like BWX, but this one they've gone, so that's why I didn't bring them first. So expecting these to pull back. We have the likes of WWD. This one also is currently about to break out. So two things can happen: either I face rejection or we actually had a breakout. But don't joke with those two that have dropped. They are actually at a good entry, and they're also at um, they're also I'm also bringing it at the right time. So you need to pay maximum attention. Yes, you need to pay maximum attention. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you're going to notified to my post enriching videos like this. This is the Stock Up Nation with Uncle Joe. And just a recap, we look at the AVAV. The AVAV is another interesting um, defense stock we'll look at. We've looked at the possibility of doing some numbers. And so you can see, just like we watch Credo, also going to watch this also. In maybe subsequent video, we'll look at this to see how it is performing based on recommendation. And don't forget, everything I say here is not a buy, sell, or hold recommendation. You understand? So don't take whatever I say here as a buy, sell, or hold. This video is for entertainment purpose, or you call it edutainment purpose. So that is I've for you. Then we'll talk about Ketus. Ketus, I think many of you will be high in Ketus, especially if you are a fundamentalist. You say, this one that the fundamentals are okay. I think this is what I'll go for. I understand. So anyway, I just say I should jump to your face to bring two of these as we start the new week. So let's see what we're going to make this week. And before I'll give you the next one, which will be coming during the weekend, in the weekend, so that I'll do the video maybe Saturday or Sunday so that you can watch it and take position on Monday. So that is it. So let's quickly. So you can see after hours, Credo is still coming down. Sometime after hours, it will come down. Sometimes it will go up. So it is just normal. So you can see it has done 10% after hours. During market hours, it did 12% during the market hours. Then after market, which is post market, it has done another 10.52%. So this just give you signal what will happen during the market. And don't forget that you can also trade post market. So imagine if you enter around 120, you can sell around this price. So in case you are new and you don't have a stock trading account, check the description. You see a link to open your Bamboo, or you open your Trove, or you open your Chaka, your Momo app, Robinhood, any of those apps that you want to use to trade. The links are on the description, which you can also take advantage of. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get notified anytime I post enriching videos like this. Until I come your way again, keep making money and keep protecting your profits, and ensure you trade and prosper. I still remain your Uncle Joe. See you next time. Bye.